Welcome to another episode with Grand Overland, and this is more of a how-to than a gear review, and we're gonna crack right into it. And thank you for joining me in this. Cheers, my lovely assistant Amanda behind the scenes. If you have a Starlink, and if you're thinking about getting one, you'll find this video informative. If not, you're gonna click that button down there to skip to a different video. So if you do get a Starlink, said and done, it's about 700 bucks to show up at your door. That's a lot of money. Excuse me. The case from Starlink, 250 bucks plus shipping, looking about 300. There's some other options out there with Pelican cases, which are awesome, but you're creeping up to $600, which at that point, you could almost replace a Starlink if something happened to it. But the combination of being cheap and wanting a case had me think of my own design and went to Ross, picked up this fancy bad boy. I don't even know the, I'm sure it's some designer right here, but it was about 40 bucks. And I turned this into a pretty sweet case for this. And is it as good as what you're gonna get from Pelican? Probably not. But for $50 said and done versus $600, I think it will fit the budget for most people and what they need. As you know, this travels with me all the time, but it's in the back of the truck. It's not going down a river. So a hard shell case meant for travel will probably fit the bill for 90% of you out there. All right, so there is no way to go about this that I know of, so we're gonna wing it. First step is you're gonna throw the dish and cord in there, and I'm sure you guys have all seen Dewey if you've been following the channel at all, and he'll be in the way the entire time. So this bag has a convenient little divider zipper in it, which will be helpful to keep things in place before adding styrofoam. But we have to have a place for the pole to go, or mount. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feel for where it comes through here, mark that, and cut a hole, which will officially make this thing mine. Something like that. All right, point of no return. And we are no longer returning this. I'm just gonna guess. Switch to scissors. All right, let's see if I got this hole correct. My guess is no, but I fooled myself before. So that went through. Go ahead and shove the cable in there. So it's all one nice bundle. Make sure it still zips up. There we go. Probably gonna cut a hole through the mesh, but that seems to work well. And keep in mind, I will be adding foam to this. Tempting to roll the dice and call it good at this point. So the other part that needs to happen, and take two. So the other modification, perfect timing Dewey, that needs to happen to this suitcase is let's try to get rid of these wheels because they're just gonna get in the way in the back of the truck. And we just don't need them because we're not going through an airport with this thing. I am sure I'm gonna break more things than I fix, but let's see if we can't cut into it. So we flip the suitcase around and I cut some holes above where the wheels are. If you look in there, there are some Phillips. There's another one over there, I swear. Screws holding on what I think are the wheel assembly on the back. So I don't think all suitcases are made the same, but probably similar. So we're gonna take these out and see if that will get the wheels to come off. All right, easy peasy. All right, last screw, I was wrong. There was 4 per corner and bam, no more wheel. But I'm thinking versus ripping a huge hole is feel where the heads of the screws are through there, cut tiny holes and take the screws out that way. Live and learn, this is why you're watching the video, and so you don't make a dang mistake. As I had just suggested to myself, after making a giant hole on the other side, making small holes the size of the head of the screw is a way better idea and works out just fine for getting screws. Even better, this side has a zipper that lets you access everything on the inside. I can access the screws without having to cut all kinds of stuff up. Any excuse to use a power tool, right? And there you go, a brand new suitcase in hot pink that has been destroyed within hours by taking off the 4 wheels that you would normally have for going around the airport. All right, my brother happened to have a 2-inch piece thick of styrofoam. It's actually not gonna be quite as the exact shape I need, but I'm leaving tomorrow, so this needs to be done. Hi, Dewey. Traced out the rough dimensions, 16 by 23 inches coming through here. Obviously your suitcase will be entirely different, but it's gonna cut it, shape it, and hopefully it'll all fit up. And there we go. Got the piece ready, roughly 23 by 16 inches and 2 inches deep. Make sure it fits in the suitcase, and the next step is going to carve out an indentation all the way around so that the face of the dish or receiver will be snug right in there. So you can see I rounded the corners to really help fit the profile interiorly, that's the word, interiorly, of the suitcase. And I'm gonna put a 45 along the edge because the suitcase does kind of come around and round over, so this will fit snug and give me the maximum amount of room inside the case. No one said it had to be pretty. And this is gonna be super messy, so hope you have a garage. You're not doing it in your kitchen, like some of us. And I hope these awful sounds are translating. Like a Roman marble sculptor. I know. All right, just centered it on here and just gonna use the actual dish as a template. And hopefully not get too much black marker on it, because that's something I would do. I have to warn you, I am no Martha Stewart, so wish me luck. And that's what we need to cut out. All right, well, I'm glad I still have some mess left over from the dark years. But I'm going to use a Dremel to at least cut the perimeter, and then not sure how we're gonna get it all out, but it's set to just under an inch deep, because as deep as I can go, which is plenty since this thing is 2 inches, so it'll still have plenty of cushion for hopefully no pushing. Yeah, I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I am. Why isn't this sad version of Dr. Emmett Brown not doing this in a garage? And that's a very good question. I got to a point, instead of cutting, it was just melting, but I got a pretty good border out of that. Just freehanding it. Question's gonna be, how do I get all that out? Maybe I can just cut some lines in it, some relief cuts, take a chisel and come in from the side. It don't gotta be perfect none, but maybe this is why you pay the 250 bucks and get it straight from Starlink. On the upside, I'll be able to find evidence of this little project in my place for months to come. Well, it looks like this plan might actually be working. And no, don't worry, I will not make you watch me take out all 500 of these. I lied. But who knows? Maybe watching this really does it for a few folks out there. Enjoy. If I was being anal, I could have sanded it level, but no time for that hashtag anal life tonight. I guess some of the finished product, it looks like a topography map of Utah in there, but flat enough-ish. Let's see if this fits. Oh, snug. Calling that a frickin' win. Projects aren't supposed to work out this well. All right, rather than just having it here, I'm gonna put it underneath the nylon lining in here. So put a big old cut because it's now officially ours. Test fit it, and then I'm gonna eventually throw some glue on the back of this so it really stays put. But make sure this bad boy fits. Oh, it looks like she does. I mean, that is definitely what I wanted to see. All right, so I'm just gonna leave that cut in the nylon liner. Went ahead and got some fancy Gorilla Tape. Traced it through here. Not like you're gonna see it. And I said I'm leaving to Moab in 24 hours, so this just had to be good enough. So yeah, that pink styrofoam's under there. Fits the dish perfectly. Even added a little to the hole because you don't want to tear somebody or something's hole wide open and ruin the day for everyone. All right, not quite done yet with the safety precautions. This side actually just has a convenient zipper. You can access the inside. This stuff was what my rock sliders came in. There was tons of it. I kept a couple pieces. It's like this 1/8" foam. Folded it to this size, and I'm just gonna slide it on in just to give it a little bit more padding on the other side and just keep things really snug in there. So I knew holding on to that at the moment for no reason would come around. But there you go. So now it's padded on both sides of the suitcase. That's actually really nice. This separator, man, that is in there, which is freaking awesome. Then the last two, you need the stand, and this, I haven't shown you already, is the router. So that'll go there. Router will actually go underneath. And then I don't really need that strap, but maybe it'll put some pressure down. That goes over the top. And voila! I mean, there is no jiggle in there, no room. I'd be confident flipping this over. What is this? This is the router. All I did was order a laptop case. So the router and the cord go in there, which makes life super easy. And this thing is pretty well insulated. Probably take a good hit. It's neoprene and with those little dots in there. I feel like it's pretty cushioned, especially being in the case. And you can leave the cord in there. I think it was 12 bucks on Amazon. I can maybe put a link somewhere down there. Hope you guys made it through the video. Hope you made it through a beverage, and that you found this actually useful so that you guys can build your own case for a Starlink without having to blow your budget from what was $600-700 to over $1,000 to be able to just get a Starlink and take it places. I know it's not gonna be the same suitcase for everybody. I just went with what I could find in my budget at Ross. You guys can get it from whether garage sale, online, Amazon, whatever. Do whatever works best for you, but I've used it a few times already. It's worked great. It folds up, it keeps everything super tight in there. I mean, I wouldn't call it water tight, but I mean, this stuff isn't going to allow any water to get through. There goes my other assistant. But anyways, usually don't do these type of videos, but I hope you did like what you saw. If you did, press a little button down there for a like on there and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time on Grand Overland, hopefully doing something a little bit more outdoorsy. Till next time. And remember, what's your goal? To deal with the sweet color, finally have a place to put all these stickers. Because they weren't going on the truck, and they were just sitting in a cabinet. And now, they have a home. And I know everybody probably wanted to see this pink stick around forever. No, not today.